Kemi Badenoch, the UK opposition leader, has been in the news for saying various things that have upsetted our Nigerian politicians. For one, she recently said that the Nigerian police stole her brother's shoes and a wristwatch. And when the interviewer asked why, she said it was because of poverty. She has also been quoted to say that she cannot be doing PR for Nigeria, that it is left to our Nigerian leaders to do the needful, which is the truth. Most people believe that this is the truth that she's saying, while some other people think that we know it's the truth, but must you say it on a national stage? You are spoiling Nigeria for us who are in the diaspora. We are the ones who get to carry the tag of poverty around and corruption, despite the fact that we are not politicians and we are not Nigerian police. Before we delve right into the details of today's news, if this is your first time here or you have not subscribed to this channel, kindly click on the subscribe button down below. Also, leave your opinions in the comment section below. With everything that Kemi Badenoch have said, it seemed like Reno Omokri is taking it more personal than Tinubu himself or than the rest of the other politicians. You want to ask why? Probably is on the payroll of Tinubu. These are the people that they talk from the both side of their mouth. Today they are saying one thing, the other day they are saying another thing, depending on how much they are being paid. Reno Omokri, an avowed defender of President Bola Tinubu, has strongly criticized British Conservative Party leader Kemi Badenoch over her comment on the Nigerian police with a threat against a bid to become Prime Minister. Badenoch, during a recent interview, accused the Nigerian police of robbing her brother of his shoes and wristwatch, a statement that has sparked widespread backlash. In a lengthy post on his X handle, Omokri described Badenoch's remarks as an unintelligent political move and accused her of disdaining her African roots to appease the British establishment. He argued that such rhetoric could alienate a significant portion of a Black African diaspora in the UK, particularly Nigerians, who support Badenoch's Conservative Party needs. Omokri noted that there are nearly 300,000 Nigerians living in the UK, with a number nearing 1 million when other sub-Saharan Africans are included. Many of these individuals are eligible voters who could significantly impact the outcome of elections. Politics is about addition, not subtraction, Omokri wrote, adding that regular working-class white Britons are more likely to vote for someone who looks like them. He pointed to former UK Prime Minister Rishi Sunak as someone who navigated these dynamics carefully. Omokri suggested that instead of alienating the Black British vote, Badenoch should focus on espousing conservative values to retain the support of white upper-class Britons while avoiding comments that demean her heritage. Omokri further criticized Badenoch for what he described as self-lauding, pointing out that a Nigerian accent, though faint, is still detectable. He questioned why she would want to discard her roots and warned that such attitude could backfire. If I were a white Briton, my thinking would be, if she can throw her own kin under the bus, imagine what she can do to us, he said. Omokri took the issue with Badenoch's sweeping statement about the Nigerian police, arguing that while there are bad elements in the force, it is unfair to generalize based on isolated incidents. These are not isolated incidents, by the way. These are not isolated incidents. We have had, numerous incidences where the Nigerian police have acted badly. In my previous video, I mentioned an incident that happened with a Nigerian who came from abroad, who is also a U.S. military man, a U.S. soldier. He came to Nigeria, and obviously, maybe because of the way he's dressed and he's a young guy, the Nigerian police thought he was a Yahoo Yahoo boy. And they thought that they could, collect some change from him. They wanted to take him to their station, if not for the intervention of a superior naval officer who intervened. And later they discovered that he's actually an American soldier. You can imagine. If a Nigerian Navy man did not intervene at that point, you can imagine what could have happened. When I posted the previous video I posted about Kemi Badenoch'S, someone even left a comment in my comment section saying that when he came to Nigeria, that the Nigerian police stole $300 from him. You can imagine. So this is not an isolated incident. If you ask about 100 Nigerians, if you ask them one after the other, about 90 of them will have something to say when it comes to bad experiences with the Nigerian police. So this is not an isolated incident at all. Moving on. Yes, there are rotten eggs in the Nigerian police, just as there are in the various British police departments, but you cannot just generalize and tar everybody with the same brush, he wrote. He noted that many Nigerians have encountered more good police officers than bad ones. Badenoch'S comments could perpetuate harmful stereotypes about Nigeria and its institutions. Omokri concluded his post by arguing Nigerians to consider the broader implications of Badenoch'S remarks. He warned that foreigners who hear such rhetoric may not differentiate between the Nigerian police and the Nigerian people, ultimately damaging the nation's image. Exactly what I expressed in my previous video. This is where I beg to differ when it comes to Badenoch, saying all of these things that she has been saying. Of course, it is the truth. But when innocent Nigerians travel abroad, Americans, the white people, other people from other countries, they would not be able to differentiate who is Nigerian police and who is the Nigerian people, who is the Nigerian politics that are involved in corruption. And innocent Nigerians, everyday Nigerians that they come across, they would just assume that all Nigerians are corrupt, all Nigerians are thieves. It will now become a stereotype. That is the danger in what she's doing. Nobody is saying that she's not saying the truth. She's saying the truth. But what about the effects? That we should think about as well. Lastly, Reno Omokri says, your value is linked to the value of Nigeria and its institutions. Omokri asserted, calling on Badenoch to reconsider her approach to addressing issues related to Nigeria. You all, what are your thoughts? Let's have them in the comments section. Thank you very much for always listening and watching. I will see you all in my next video.